gentlemen, Anita Kusi is my name in the Golden Eagles Pathfinder Club. My poem is entitled, Jesus is. He's more than you could ever need. He's more than the eye could see. I don't deserve his love, but he has always been there for me. You see, I met Jesus when I was at my lowest. And if you don't know Jesus, know this. He is the greatest example of generosity this world of greed has ever seen. And when Jesus hit the scene, he changed the scenery and met diversity with a serenity. If you're looking for peace, he offers plenty. Jesus was, and Jesus will forever be king. And when the angels sing, they sing of the grace that was displayed for sinners like me. I can't explain him, and I can't describe him. But if I could, he wouldn't be Jesus. But you can't explain eternity, and you cannot comprehend the galaxy. But it was the loving hands of Jesus who spanned them all into existence and created man. When he got to the cross to pay for our sentence, there was a certificate of judgment period after the sentence. We're all sentenced to death. Long before he said, it is finished. He's the father to the orphans, the shelter for the homeless, the hiding place for the abused, and the anchor for our sons. He stormed the gates of hell and came out on top. And the power of his gospel cannot be stopped. Even when the world tries, they try a lot. He traded places with Barabbas and became a Catholic of missions across the world, covering every portion of the earth. If you need of a rest, I know of a mattress. If you don't know Jesus, your future is tragic. But he gladly embraced tragedy so you could live in his presence of majesty. His presence is present, and it is his presence that's present. Preciousness to a world of peasants. He's far from pretentious, but love those who are. His light of the world that hangs on the stars. He brings death to life, but leaves life to death. He took a crown of thorns on his head, so we can put crowns at his feet. I can't wait until the day I get to kiss his feet that was nailed to the cross for me and for you and for every other person in this world. He loved the world, and I love his word, because his word became flesh, and in the flesh he demonstrated the word to the world. He's an example of every boy and every girl. He's a lover of black people and a lover of white people. He's a lover of the unchurched, assembly under the same place. He does not see the believers' failure, but takes time to celebrate their faithfulness. It is a spirit that enables us, that gives us boldness, even when the world labels us. Please, if you want to label, call me Jesus Spirit. If it speaks you out, good, because it is better to be good with God than to fight being misunderstood by a world who could never understand. So let it be understood that I don't worship man, I worship Jesus. Although he does not need us, he sees us and pleases us to run to the cross where he bled for us. His heart grieves for us. His heart grieves for us, but graciously grants us a pardon for our treason in a season where the world tries to explain away with the work of the Spirit with human reason. And here is the reason why they came. Because his spirit is like the wind, and the wind cannot be seen. But love is he who believes without seeing them. I'm telling you, Jesus is something. He's something more, something great. If you don't know him, you don't have to wait. He stands at a narrow path with a key to the gate, and all you have to do is to reach out and embrace his grace. I don't care who is the president. I have the king who is always present. I don't care who holds musical celebrities. The voice of the Lord will always be the sweetest melody. I don't care who holds the riches of the globe. My Jesus have more wealth and more ruby on his globe. I don't care who is the strongest and fastest. Nothing matches the creator of the universe. Immortal, infinite status. I don't care about religious leaders who died and said that. I worship the one who conquered death and wears the crown on his head. His name is Jesus. I'm telling you. He was faithful yesterday. He's faithful today. I can feel his presence whenever I pray. And when there's time for me to fade away, I remember the day I heard him say, my name is Jesus. Thank you.
Thank you.